Happy Independence Day weekend. We say weekend because this show is watched in every continent of the entire world, including Antarctica. In fact, mostly in Antarctica. But we won't get into that. We'll get to this story. We're calling August 7th Javelin Day. Javelin Day because that's the day when Neeraj Chopra won the gold medal for India in the Olympics. I'm going to object to that and I'll tell you why. Can we give him August 8th or August 6th? August 7th is my birthday. I want to keep that for myself. No August 7th. It's called the week that wasn't. For those of you who only watch Saas Bahu serials and Big Boss 1 and 2, you can have your TV back. Olympics are over. So sad. Really had fun in the Olympics. And 7 times we celebrated. 8 actually, but then, we were disqualified. Speaking of Tokyo Olympics, the one sport that should be included in the next edition is this one. These are the 2 finalists in that particular sport, which is known as Chua Khel for some reason. And let me tell you, if you're interested, we can bring that on this channel for you instead of the show. So please write in and tell us. So, the PMO says there will be 3 different parties for the Olympians. Okay, the gold party for the gold medalists will be tea and coffee being served with sugar. For the silver medalists, we have 2. The party will be tea and coffee, but without sugar. But well done. Bronze party will be BYOT, bring your own tea. They are not serving you, but well done. Now, the gold party will be hosted by the PM, the silver party by the Home Minister, and the bronze party will be on Zoom. You can all join in. We always have a caste system, even when we win. Congress wants the Motera Stadium renamed Dhyan Chand Stadium so that the Khel Ratna can go back to being the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna. See, my suggestion is, why not call it the Prime Minister Khel Ratna so that whoever's the PM at the time can enjoy the honor. You don't get personal. Prime Minister ka hai. Bas, that's it. Mumbai City to open by the 15th. Well, Uddhav Thackeray came up against an undefeatable force that forced his hand, folks. Who? Come on. The Parsis. Next week is Parsi New Year and we had enough. We have to meet. We have to mingle. Actually, in fact, about the Parsis, this is the only group where social distance is looked down upon. I mean, how else to increase the population? I can't be in Dadar and you in Vasai and a child be born. That happened only once and I don't want to get into that. Just need to clarify, fully vaccinated citizens can travel freely on the tracks next week. Also, single vaccine citizens can travel one way by train. Shall I repeat that? Double vaccine, up, down. Single vaccine, up and get down. Okay, folks, if the show stops in the middle of the broadcast, remember, it's all unintended on our part. It's just that my entire crew uses Vodafone, Idea or V. And you know where that's going. A Mumbai millionaire has set out a plan of action, this is a true story, to get rich sitting at home without selling anything. What is this plan of action? Well, you got to join politics. Politics on Zoom, that's the way forward. Anand Mahindra, multimillionaire, has shared an ad of the Taj Mahal Hotel offering a stay at just rupees 6. Rupees 6 per night. This is so troubling. I have not slept at night. I've been sweating. I've been crying. You see, if Anand Mahindra can only go to the Taj if they bring the rates down to rupees 6, what happens to the rest of us? Lots more coming up, but first the headlines. India celebrates 75th Independence Day and the medal winners come back home. And so I tell everybody out there, you must enjoy yourself on this long weekend. Have a lot of fun, but don't leave your house because it's not safe yet, whatever people say. Now, before we go to our top story, now that the Olympics are over and finished and completely gone forever, not forever, for 3 years, the question is how many Indians can name all 6 single medalists plus the 7th, which is a team. We have 7 medals in total. Let's ask a common man, and we researched this. Who is the most common amongst all common men? Aur wo aadmi ye hai. Can you, sir, oh common man, sir, can you name all 6 single winners and the winning team?
1 second. Jyoti Rajesh Pillai.
What the hell are you saying?
I am trying any common Indian name, na?
Oh, you're gambling, sir. You're gambling. Stop doing that. It's against the law. We don't allow gambling. Don't do that. We'll get back to Mr. Common Man later. But now it's time for us to move on to our top story. But before that, I want to say India is celebrating its 75th Independence Day. This is a bit of a controversy because technically, when you're born, your first birthday is after 12 months. That's your first. I remember we called nobody, had chutney sandwiches. Now, India apparently is 75, but should be 74 because 47 August 15 pe birth hua. Uske baad 1 year crosses 48. That should be year number 1. But some people say year number 1 is 47 itself because the country is different from a child. I don't know how, because both are punished by the government. Our top story. As the tricolour will be unfurled from the Red Fort by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, every year we celebrate this day, the day we got freedom from colonial rule, and remember the sacrifices of our freedom fighters. Joining us now is the last, possibly the last surviving freedom fighter who's still alive so many years later, Pandit Manohar Parulekar. Pandit Manohar Parulekar, sir. Sir, you were 25 years old when India got its independence in 1947.
Yes, I was 25 years old, young, healthy, and always ready to hoist the flag. You know what I mean, eh?
I've had a horrible start to my Independence Day weekend. A 100-year-old man winking at me on television. No, I don't want to know what you mean. So you are now what? 100 years old?
Nearly. I will be 100 next year.
Ah, well played. A centenarian. Well played.
More than a centenarian, a sentimentarian.
Maybe that word was accepted in 1922, but today we don't use it at all. Okay, so please tell us about Independence Day, sir.
Independence Day is always a great day for our country. It reminds us of how far we have come as a nation and how much things have changed.
Okay, so according to you, how far have we come as a nation? Please do tell us.
Yeah, all things said and done, India has come a long way. We would obviously have come a longer way if we could have gone further away from Pakistan and China.
कहने का मतलब है you're pro Bangladesh and Nepal. But now, can you explain to us how things have changed in the last 74/75 years?
It is a truly incredible feeling to be sitting here today and thinking about how our ancestors were oppressed by foreigners.
That's true, because in a sense today we are free.
Yes, our ancestors were oppressed by foreigners, while today we have the freedom to be oppressed by our own countrymen.
No, seriously I'm asking.
Okay. Don't get your chaddi in the loop. Our ancestors were oppressed by foreigners, while today we are the ones oppressing the foreigners.
And which foreigners?
Sonia Gandhi.
That's one foreigner. Your whole joke was about one foreigner. It wasn't right. Come on.
You see, before independence, we were oppressed by a bunch of authoritarian rulers who cared nothing about enforcing strict obedience to the rules. And now, we are oppressed by a bunch of authoritarian rulers. Forget it. Who cares? Never mind. Move on.
Right. You won't have the guts to name these rulers, right? Because this is not the channel for that. We are a very cowardly people here. I don't want all this on my blood, on my hands. Thank you. Go to that camera fellow. Leave me alone. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about some great things that happened in the last few decades in your eyes.
You mean 50s, 60s and 70s? Huh?
I mean, if you can remember further back also, that's fine. I don't want to put pressure, sir.
I remember some decades, like say the 60s.
That was quite a decade. Ravi Shankar, the Beatles, and war against Pakistan and China.
And Goa.
And Goa.
In the early 1960s, Goa was liberated from the Portuguese.
Yeah, that's true.
And now in 2021, no one can liberate it from the Russians.
We can ask the Afghanis to help us. Worked last time. What about the 70s?
In the 70s, Indira Gandhi imposed emergency, taking away people's fundamental rights.
Dark days, true that is.
And in 80s, Sanjay Gandhi took away many men's rights and lefts also. You know, like that. Huh?
Yeah, please. This was about the Independence Day spirit, and I don't know where it's going. By the way, were you one of those guys?
No. I had influence.
How do you use influence to stop yourself being snipped? Moving on.
In the 80s, Amitabh Bachchan was nominated in Best Actor category over 33 times.
My favorite actor, bar none, no question about that.
Today, over 33 TV news anchors are vying for Best Actor award.
But there is only one anchor. What about the 90s?
Era of Sachin Tendulkar, all those centuries, 100 after 100 after 100. Today, Congress is struggling to make 100, stuck at 52 only.
A lot of Congress bashing for some reason. Your pain is from the past. Okay, go on. Let's move on. In fact, the one thing that happens every Independence Day, and you'll agree on that, is the PM goes up to the ramparts of the Red Fort and speaks to the nation from there.
Very true, except when Manmohan Singh was Prime Minister. He went up to the ramparts of the Red Fort and nothing happened. Bola hi nahi kuch.
I don't want to name names, I get what you're saying, but two of our erstwhile prime ministers from the past had to be helped up because of age. So I've always said this should be done on Zoom. But Prime Minister Modi always speaks, doesn't he?
Yes, of course. And I know the speech by heart.
Wow. You know this. Folks, this is... Okay, go ahead. You tell us the speech. Go on.
Yes, Parampara, Sanskriti, Vikas, Yojana, and toilet.
He's really got through to you, I'll say that. So what is your advice to all Indians on Independence Day, sir?
My advice. Dear citizens of India, I ask you, fellow Indians, focus, rise up, march out, and buy your daru before the damn dry day. Bas.
I knew I forgot something, yaar. I mean, I got the kurta, I got the flag, I gave the off to all the people who work for me, and then I forgot the booze. Arey yaar, this is such a sad story. Oof. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Cyrus, follow me on Snapchat and unfollow me on Tinder. Okay? Thanks.
Okay, let's try again, folks. Mr. Mathosh, the most common man in the history of the Olympics since 1896. He's still alive. He's going to answer the question which I put out to Indians. If you really love sport, name each and every one of our winners. 7. 1 is a team, 6 are single winners. Let's find out.
Leander Pace.
Baba, Leander won a bronze in 1996 Atlanta. Have you not watched any Olympics after Atlanta 1996?
No.
Why not?
Wi-Fi is not strong in Thane. I complained.
I'm also complaining. This common man thing we should stop. The common man is not good enough for television. Never put the common man on TV. Only the rich should be on television. It's about time someone speaks the truth. Enough is enough. Okay, folks, now I'm thinking, what should we do next on this show? Here's a thought. Why don't we do one thing? Why don't I go into a break? Welcome back. India is 74 and a half years old. I came to a compromise, folks. I said, na 74, na 75, beach ka rasta. Bilkul beach or beach mein kya hai? 74.5. This is 74.5. I mean 74.5. Bengali, 74.5. Yes, very good. Okay. Good news for people who want to spend money. The minimum fare Delhi-London one-way economy in August is 1,03,000 to 1,48,000. This is one way, I repeat, just one way from Delhi to London. So if you know anyone flying to London this month, please encourage them to go. Then you go rob their house. 1,48,000 one way. The question people are asking is, could a third wave hit India in 3 to 4 weeks? I have the answer. Science can tell you I have the answer. But I can only tell you after 3 to 4 weeks. Pune, our cousin, we are in Mumbai, our cousin is Pune, you cross, takes hours. In Pune, shops are allowed to stay open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. But this has upset many Punekars who were having trouble working till 4 p.m. They were so happy with the lockdown, they were like, Uddhav, kai karto? 4, not 8. I'm sorry, I really should not act out my own jokes. I don't know. It's an infantile moment in the time of Independence Day weekend. And now we give you that moment again, folks, when Neeraj Chopra won a gold medal for India. You can't buy this. Take a look. Look, I did not say we have his throw, Neeraj Chopra's throw and celebration. That is not allowed. You have to pay for that. I just said the moment when it happened, and this is what we could afford. And we wanted you to suffer. Because India is a country which grows stronger through suffering. Have you not seen 2 lockdowns are over, one is still to come? Come on! Okay, Olympics over. But what a good performance. I mean, people will say it's a huge country, you should do more. But I think the Magnificent Seven was good enough for me. 1 gold, 2 silver, 4 bronze. And Neeraj Chopra, where did he come from? I mean, who is this guy? A legend is born, folks. A legend is born. But let's meet his neighbor. We go into Panipat and we'll talk to his neighbor, a guy from his colony. What was he like? Who is this guy? Tell us more about his childhood. Let's get that out of the way because no one is talking about the early years of Neeraj Chopra, the phenomenon. And the name of his neighbor is, Neeraj Chopra. Okay. Oh God, yaar. Neeraj, what happened there? What happened?
अरे वो तो नीरज चोपड़ा happened यार.
Yeah, what about him?
अरे भाई is practicing in our colony every time यार, हर बार, even after Olympics यार.
Oh, and
अरे broke another glass. अरे किसका घर था श्रीवास्तव? हैं?
oh my God. Okay, I'll give you a second to get your breath back because you seem really irritated. I mean, aren't you happy that Neeraj Chopra won?
No,
No?
I'm not happy यार. I prayed for him to lose. मगर शनि का दिन था. So what can I do यार? What can I do?
Okay. This is really tough for me. I was expecting a lot of love, tareef, praise. This is all very peculiar, because you are not a fan of India's most loved son, at the moment at least, Neeraj Chopra.
No, I'm not the fan. I am not the fan. And now, let me tell you, beta, I'm filing the PIL against him.
Oh, hey, what was that?
I don't know, yaar. You Neeraj Chopra. Neeraj bloody Chopra, your favorite. He just broke the car window. किसकी गाड़ी? अंजलि दीदी? तो ठीक है. अरे यार, what do we do, यार? What do we do with this guy, यार?
Oops. But why does he need to practice now? He's just finished a huge event. Why is he...
ये तो शो ऑफ है यार. गोल्ड मेडल जीता है इंडिया के लिए और ये सब शोशा है, दिखावत है. He wants to show everybody Neeraj Chopra.
Yeah, I can see the point. That's the stereotype in that area, I know. But you want to file a PIL against Neeraj? Did you say that?
No. Not against the Neeraj.
Then against?
Against all the Chopras. We can't afford the second Neeraj Chopra in the colonies of all the Chopras. Long time up here.
I see. Obviously, Neeraj has not realized that he himself is a Chopra, and that would be a very difficult thing to undergo. Yeah, but it's only India's second ever gold medal in a singles event. I mean, everybody feels proud across the country, north, south, east, west. Why aren't you feeling proud?
I'll feel proud, let me say this. I'll feel proud when he clears the dues of 1,17,500 rupees.
1,17,500 rupees for?
अरे यार 3 विंडोज, 1 मोटर बाइक, 1 गराज डोर और मेरा कजिन विनी.
अरे बाबा, cousin Vinny भी.
अब क्या हुआ?
Now what?
शर्मा जी को गिराया.
Such a turn of events. I thought you'd be celebrating, Neeraj. I'm just stunned. I have no words. Why is this happening?
भाई आज की बात थोड़ी है. This is going on for the 11 years. 11 years my colony is terrified. Not by the cricket ball, not by the hockey stick, but by bloody javelin.
Yes, so you have nothing good to say about India's pride and joy, the man of the moment, Neeraj, gold medalist, Chopra.
यार I do. कसम से I do. But after he leaves the India and relocates, why can't he go to the Germany? Then our colony will also celebrate. We'll be very happy, yaar.
I see. My God, this was so unexpected. One last question. I think you're being very unfair to Neeraj in his hour of glory, and I just feel that...
Neeraj Chopra. He got me, yaar.
What's going on now? What happened?
He got me from the street, through the window, past the gate, into my living room, and through the door. God, promise me, beta, you'll take the revenge. बदला लो बेटा, बदला लो मेरे लिए, प्लीज.
Bhaiya, I promise. I promise. I'm not really going to do anything, folks. I'm just promising him so he shuts up because it's irritating. Neeraj has brought glory to the nation. One window he can replace. What the hell? And I don't think he died. I think that was overacting. There was no blood on the other side of the rumal. This is a really bad acting crew. Who puts blood on this side for the camera and nothing on that side? Blood can't come here, na idiot. Blood has to come from the body. I can't work with these guys here. Gold medal on one side and this worst bronze also we'll never get in our lives. Okay, let's go back and try one last time, folks. Fingers crossed. I hope he tells us the names. We've given him time to Google. Matosh, can you name all the medalists?
No.
Really? Come on, think. 6 single medalists, 1 team. Give me the team, come on.
Wait, hockey win the gold.
Yeah. No, yes and no. Hockey, yes. Hockey men's team win the bronze, not the gold. Okay, can you name all 11 hockey players plus the substitutes if you're a real fan?
No.
Come on, can you name 5 players?
No.
Not even 5. 3 players?
No.
1.
No.
Wow. I don't know what to say. I suppose nobody follows sports in India. By the way, can you name the Indian cricket team in England?
KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma, Cheteshwar Pujara, Virat Kohli, Ajinkya Rahane.
Stop it. Don't show up. Bus. So you know your cricketers and you don't know any other sports person. Nothing has changed. 15th August. But nothing has changed. Guys won a gold medal. The neighbor wants to deport him to Germany. This is the country. You encourage sports like this? This guy can't name one hockey player. Not one hockey player. He could have taken a chance on it also. He couldn't come up with one name. Folks, I'm horrified. I'm really horrified. But, happy Independence Day to everybody. Have a great time. And remember, for Mumbaikars, freedom ends at 10 p.m. I thought I heard his voice saying something when you were framing.
What?
तू काय वेगळं कर ॲक्शन कर.
जो कैमरा फेसिंग के लिए लाल चाहिए.
What is the what? Give me something.
और
No problem.